Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for August 25th through the 31st. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Saggy. The overall energy for the reading, the Wheel of Fortune. There could be some changes at play here for you. Good changes from what I'm getting, but we'll see. In the recent past, the Star, the Three of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. This has shown up as something that you feel that you truly want, but it ends up in heartbreak. And I see you kind of starting to work on that heartbreak, basically. And I feel like that's what brought you to where you're at, to the experience you're having right now. In the current situation, the Queen of Cups, the Hangman, the Queen of Pentacles, this is a massive energy of self-love. Hi, Baba. What do you want? I see a little head sticking out from the tail. Like, boink. And it's usually blue, because the cats would climb. But he's just looking. He's just looking. So anyway, massive energy of self-love here that you're in the middle of. Pretty cool energy. In the immediate future, the Six of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Five of Swords. You're looking to be happy about something. Like you're like, oh my God, this feels so great. But there's a little bit of deception in there. So I don't know how that plays out in this energy. It almost comes through as a sense of, oh man, I like let's say I did something to you and you're upset because I did that, and then something happens that I go through a shitty time and you're like, well, karma's a bitch, you know, type of a thing. Like you're happy about something like that. Something like that. I don't know if that's the case though. It leads me in that direction, but okay. Let's clarify. Let's do the Wheel of Fortune. The Two of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, something's going on here. I see a partnership here, and that could go in whichever direction. It could be someone you're working with. It could be a friendship. It could even be romantic too. But there's like a little bit of a bump in the road at some point, and I feel like that's where things kind of shift a little bit through that bump in the road. But it's looking like it's overcome. Like that bump in the road, you're getting past it. But it changes things a little bit once you pass that. Okay, not necessarily in a bad way. Not necessarily in a bad way. But let's do the Star in the recent past. The Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Man, you are stubborn here. So whatever it is that you thought was your heart's desire and something that I really got to accomplish, you're almost looking like a bull here, like a Taurus, in the way you're kind of still going at it. Like it keeps on coming back to you with potentially massive pain and showing you, hey, no, this isn't working out. But you're like, I'll make it. I'll try. Like a lot of stubbornness in there to try to, no, this has got to come through for, you know, what I think it is or what I feel that it is. So you keep on trying there. You keep on bumping your head into that whatever situation that is to make it work. And it keeps on showing you, hey, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. But for the Three of Swords in the recent past, you get the World card, the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Cups. Finally, you reach a place in which you feel the massive pain of that not working out, and you're also understanding this needs to go. This cycle needs to close. We need to put an end to the cycle. The minute you do that, your energy shifts. Your energy is boop, going super up. up and up and up. Like it's that, think of it as an aha moment, you know, where the light bulb is on and it's like, okay, everything changed here. Okay. Let's do the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Temperance card. Not to say that you're not going to try again. You still have that energy there. I get the sense that you had a lot of light bulbs moments in that one. There was one in particular that touched a little different. That is like, okay. And it's that one over there that I'm looking at right now. So at some point in time, it clicked for you that, hey, maybe this is not it, and maybe I should stop pursuing this, especially with such stubbornness. Not to say that you wouldn't still pursue that, because just because you have that aha moment, that doesn't mean that it applies instantly, you know. You're still gonna, because it's a habit at some point. It's like, well, I'm so used to pursuing this that what the hell am I gonna do? I'm gonna keep on doing it. But that hit different. And from that point on, even though you kept on pursuing this, it wasn't the same. The stubbornness is gone. The feeling of the heaviness of you pursuing this kind of sets in. It's like, oh, this shit is getting harder and harder to do, because you're coming at it from a different perspective. Okay. Cool. Not cool for the heaviness, but cool for the light bulb. For the Queen of Cups in the current situation, you get the King of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Three of Wands. Yeah, you've been in this process of self-love for a minute. And you're very committed to it. You're there. You're for this. Only for this. It's like, I don't have time for anything else but this. It's very healing. It's very rewarding too. And you've been here for a minute. And it's just opening up your heart more and more. So I don't know what you're doing with this one, but keep on doing it, because it feels great. For the Hangman in the current situation, you get the Magician, the Devil, the Emperor. It's like, I see you being in the moment with this experience of self-love. And in the background, it's almost like you're trying to sneak away from me as I look at you being there. Trying to sneak away from me in the background there. And push on for manifesting for the end result of this experience. Like, you want to get there. You want to have that enlightenment. You know, that whole sense of, I dig this lesson that I'm learning through this experience of self-love, but I kind of want to get at the end of it. So you're sneaking away from being in the present, from the journey. Because you know, you're trying to cheat your way into the destination. And you know that's not going to happen. You know you're not going to get there, even if you're trying to sneak away from this present moment. But you keep on doing it. That tells me that at times you get up here with this whole experience. Because this is the only place in which you'll find time. Because, you know, it takes time to get to the destination. For the most part, you're doing great with being in the moment, but you have times in which you try to sneak away and be like, can we get there already? Yeah, are we there yet? For the Queen of Pentacles in the current situation, you get the Five of Wands, the Fool, the Page of Cups. Yeah, you're gonna have days in which, you know, you're gonna give it all to yourself, to this experience, to this journey of self-love that you're on. And you're gonna have times in which you feel like you don't got much to give. It's gonna be, yeah. So that's when there's almost an inner conflict at play. It's not that bad, it's handleable. It's just a little frustrating from what I can see, because you have days in which, fuck yeah, I'm gonna give my all to me. And you have days in which, I don't matter too much today. So, you know, so it's gonna be a little frustrating. It happens. It's like any type of healing. It's not gonna be linear. For the Six of Wands in the immediate future, you get the King of Cups, the Moon, the Nine of Wands. And then once you've kind of completed this experience of self-love and opening up to that and reaching your heart from that angle of self-love, It's a matter of, okay, how do you stay open? How do you keep this new gained perspective, this openness of your heart? How do you go through life from here on out from an open heart perspective? And you're saying, hey, I think I'm doing it, and I think I'm doing it good, and yeah, I'm doing it. And then you're showing me that behind the scenes there's a sense of heaviness. Like, it's not easy though. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not going to be easy. It takes practice, right? So you're not just going to come out of this super, and then being like, okay, I'm going to go through life from now on with my heart open like it's no tomorrow. Yeah, no. It takes practice. And you'll see that. You're already seeing it because you're telling me how hard it is. Let's do the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Cups. Yeah. See? Some time passes and you forget all about this. And it's kind of normal. That's how it's going to happen. Yeah, you're in the experience, your heart is fully open. Then you go about your life. After some time, you're not going to have the same exact, oh my God, my heart is super open right now. It does take practice to maintain it, to sustain it. You're always going to kind of fall off of it. And if you don't pay attention, you'll fall off of it completely, where you feel like my heart is completely shut down. So it's a matter of awareness, keeping that awareness heightened, around, check in with your heart every day. See where you're at. Because I see you being like, oh my God, look at me doing this. I got this. And then some time passes and it's like, oopsie, I don't got this. Where I feel like, okay, I'm kind of reverting back to my heart being not closed off, but not as open. Let's do the 5 of Swords. Don't fall into the trap of just because you achieved this, now you're good to go. Your healing is done. No more work to be done here because I got this. I'm good. I'm not going to be like everybody else, that just says that, oh my God, I've reached this enlightenment, but then they fall off of it. No, we're all the same at the end of the day in that, because we're not used to this type of work we have to put into, and practice we have to put into us staying connected to ourselves, to our heart especially. That's the hardest part. For the 5 of Swords in the immediate future, you get the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, the 8 of Swords. I get the sense that whatever that was in the past that led you to this to begin with was probably a connection to someone. And you're saying, you're not saying I'm done and I've learned all the lessons that situation gave to me. You're not saying that, but you're kind of saying that. Like, okay, chapter closed. Now that I found this found self-love type of an energy, then I've healed all of that. I'm good. And that's not true, because there's still some things that are popping in from that situation, especially in your head, apparently. And you can't heal that experience from your mind. And you also know that. But you're still gonna try. Well, I don't know. It brings out a lot of insecurities, a lot of this, a lot of that. That's your healing. It should bring out all of those things. And now with this new angle that you found, take it from there. Whatever that was that led you into this type of openness to healing, that's going to take a very long time to heal, because it's going to keep on bringing shit up for you as you go. No matter how methods of healing you're applying, no matter how journeys of healing you're on, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. But just expect that it's going to keep on popping in through your life very randomly, even years from now, where you thought, oh, I closed that off, I'm done with it. Yeah, no, keep an open mind there. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The 8 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Oh, that's where your pickle is? Well, how do I proceed, and how do I open up to new experiences? when it comes to love, to my heart, being involved in other experiences. What do I do then? When do I know? How much longer do I have to heal to be ready? You're ready at any time you decide you're ready for whatever's next. You know? It doesn't mean you're not healing anymore. That doesn't mean that you've healed completely, because you're never healed completely. You're ready when you decide you're ready. You're too much in your head about it. You're complicating the shit out of this. It's like, when will I know? When will I know to open up to whatever's next? You probably already have. You know. It's gonna be a healing journey from here on out. No matter if you decide to open up or not open up, or, you know. So, don't complicate it. Keep it simple. Keep it to your heart, not to your mind. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.